So, we know your name. How'd you end up at the Cleveland Department of Public Health? Like, talk about your career trajectory.
Coming out of college, I was supposed to I've been co-oping and interning with the Ohio EPA for a couple years. They promised me a job upon graduation, and when I graduated, it was a hiring freeze. So I had another schoolmate who was already up here working here. I passed my resume along, and me and my roommate at the time got offered to come up. Me for environment, he went into air quality. So that's kind of how we got started.
How long have you been here?
September will be 30 years.
So, talk about the different levels that you've been on during that time, the different jobs you may have held within this building.
Well, we didn't start here. We were down on 20th and St. Clair. Came in the door as a SAN 2 food inspection team. Did that for about 5 years. Then moved over to nuisance, which is all the neighborhood issues, the garbage, rats, highways, and grass. And then slowly just kind of came up from that, from a frontline worker to helping out behind the scenes to becoming the program manager.
Talk about your educational background.
Bachelor of Science from Central State. The major was Water Resources Management, which again, I was supposed to use with the EPA doing oil spills and Superfund cleanup. Didn't really put that to good use. But with the SAN 2, you got to have a BS anyway to even get in the door.
Okay.
And then from there, it's just on the job training. And once in the door, I like the fact that the work benefited the community. You know, it's a little more direct in food because what you're doing can stop somebody from getting sick and falling out or possibly dying with E. coli or, any other diseases that go with that. So that was my first taste of having the job be rewarding on itself, not just going for the paycheck,
Does it still feel that way? I mean,
at a more grassroots level now, because you go to somebody's house, they got an issue, you make the landlord fix it or exterminate or whatever, you can kind of see the fix faster in the residents, in the neighborhoods, versus I may have only been in that McDonald's 2 times a year. But with Miss Jones on East 89th, I'm over there 4 times in a month, making sure the owner's out there, making sure whatever's removed or cleaned up. And then, not that they always do it, but you're quicker to get a thank you from the tenant than the corporate guy who doesn't want you there in the first place.
What's next for you here?
I am very comfortable where I'm at. I like what I do. I love what I do, actually. I have no aspirations to be the director. I'm good in middle management. My initial plan was to retire and maybe have a restaurant and or some type of tenant space. A lot of buildings in Cleveland are mixed use. But after being in behind the scenes and doing the job, I don't want to do either. Tenants are kind of flaky, and the food service business can be up and down. So once I'm out of here, I don't know.
What do you do in your spare time, family, hobbies?
Some of the folks here know have a little small catering business on the side. Love to cook, whether it's grill, bake, fried, fricassee, whatever. Toy with the idea of, again, maybe working behind the scenes in a restaurant, but I don't want to go from one 40-hour-a-week job to a 60-hour-a-week job upon retirement. That's kind of backwards. You want to do, what do they say? Work smarter, not harder. Don't want to be trading in this for less benefits and more hours. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm kind of comfortable in my little zone where I'm at. I can cook here and there. It's not anything I'm punching the clock for, but that also is satisfying.
Do you have a wife, kids?
Wife, daughter just went off to school, and that's probably what's staggering my retirement. I can go out next year. My class had to have 31, but she'll only be a sophomore. So I want to wait a couple years so she's done so she can keep all that medical and prescription and all that. I won't start looking to put in paperwork probably to, I guess that'd be 2029. Yeah, 28, 29, something like that.
What's your daughter's name?
Kayla,
Kayla. And she's going to school where?
Central State.
Oh, following
where
daddy's footsteps.
Me and mom went there.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
How long you been married?
Got married in 05. And the good thing about that, and you don't got to put this in here, children of former alumni get to go there free. But she came out of high school with like a 4.2. So she got an academic scholarship anyway. We're proud of her for that. We were counting on the first part, but when that came up, it's, hey, you doing it on your own. So proud all the way around of that.
You got any hobbies or besides cooking?
That's the biggest. I wish I could say I was a auto repair savant, but I'm not. That'd be nice, but cooking is pretty much it. When that job hits, that could be an all day thing, take up the whole day. Basketball was number 2 until I blew my Achilles, and now I just do a light jog here or there, shoot around. No heavy competition at all.
All right, man. Perfect. That was great. See, I learned a lot today.
You know something, you learn a little more.
Exactly.